So let's take a look at the Latin guitar etude. This is MTSBOA 7th and 8th grade mid-state jazz guitar. The Latin etude for cycle 1 is called On the Beach. Let's start by looking at the chords. There are really two different chord voicings. So in measure 3, you see a B minor 7. Could be played as this bar chord, really nice sounding chord, but we want to avoid doubling the 5th of the chord, which we have in that voicing. So we're going to take this out. So we're going to use the most standard jazz minor 7 voicing. You're going to play the root with your second finger on the 7th string or 7th fret of your low E string. You're going to bar with your ring finger. Some people can bar all those. I get a few extra notes if I do that because I have tiny fingers, so I'm going to help with my pinky finger. Root, 7th, 3rd, 5th, root. If you look at measure 4, the A minor 7, same chord voicing, but the root is A on the 5th fret. So those are your two minor 7, B minor 7, A minor 7. Then your E7, we're going to have the root on the 7th fret of your A string, second finger, 3rd on the D string, 6th fret, that is your G sharp, and then D with your 3rd finger in the 7th fret on the G string. You can add the 5th, the B up here on your high E string. So we have root, 3rd, 7th, 5th. But you can also just play 1, 3, 7. That establishes the quality of the chord and also doesn't voice it in a register that's a little different from where we're playing that. And those are really the 3 chords in this. What you want to make sure is that you use some sort of Latin syncopated rhythm when you're comping these chords. So instead of in the swing chart where we just do 4s, we want to avoid that here. So if our tempo is a 1, 2, 3, 4, we want to do a little syncopated rhythm there that fits more with the Latin style. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something similar to that. You can leave that open for you. You just have slashes and you're comping chords, so whatever is appropriate with the rest of the rhythm section is what you can do there. So let's take a look at the melody for On the Beach. The tonal center is A minor. We're going to use an A Dorian scale. If you notice, the key signature looks like E minor, but the F sharp would be the raised 6th in that Dorian scale. So we're going to start with A on the 7th fret of the D string. On the D string, we're going to play A, B, C. 7th fret on the G string is going to be D, E. Then we jump to the B string for F sharp, G, A. And that's our Dorian mode. A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, A. And that's the hand position that seems to be the most comfortable for playing this melody. Right there on the 7th fret. There is one spot where, to me, it's more comfortable to shift down, and we'll talk about that when we get there. So this starts on an upbeat. So that first pickup note, A, I'm going to play that with an upstroke because that is an upbeat. And then we're right here in position. A, B, D, C, B. Then here's where I'm going to shift down. I'm going to play my G with the first finger on the 5th fret of the D string, because then E is right there on the 7th fret of your A string. Then A. Then we're going to slide up from the A to the B flat. Then back down to the G. there. So that's the shift that seems to make that flow the best for me. Let me play that slowly, starting on the very beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Kind of makes sense that way underneath the fingers. Then we comp chords for 2 measures, B minor 7, E dominant 7, A minor 7. Then I'm going to keep this down here. I'm going to play F sharp, first finger, 4th fret on the D string. Then I'm going to shift to my first finger on the G. So G, E, and then your F is just a half step up from the E, and it's comfortable to play that 4th finger. Let me play measures 5 and 6 here. I think in that position it lays under the fingers real well. And then we're going to go back up to the position we were just in, and we have an accidental on the F natural. I'm going to play that 4th finger on the 10th fret of the G string. E, D, B, A, and we end up right back in the position we started in, right on tonic. All right, we're going to play through On the Beach with the tempo slowed down to 110 beats per minute so you can really focus on style and accuracy before speeding it up to performance tempo. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and... Now let's play through On the Beach at the indicated tempo of 140 beats per minute. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3.